So many golfers are baffled by this. Have a look at this position, where I go from here to here like this. Look at my hands. My hands have gone into that position. Now, all of us would say, Alex, that is flipped. That's not something you should do. We should be like this. Well, if you're doing that, yeah, I like the idea of it because you're promoting this, but it gets us to really see this breakdown. It's costing you power, it's costing you accuracy. I'm going to show you the PGA release today. Something that's really going to dial up your speed, allow you to whip the club past the body. If I showed you this on the screen right here, right, what would you honestly think? Really, what would you think? A lot of us would go, that is flipped, Alex, that is flipped. Look at this from both angles, face on and then from my side. You can see I've got shaft lean. I've released the club into that position where my right hand has slightly crossed my left. Now, but you can still see my left forearm, and that is key. Now on the screen, this is what I'd actually class as flipped, not what you're imagining. Because very simply, golfers, right, have a look at this here. Golfers are really trying to get shaft lean in the wrong way. We're stood here shoving these wrists forward like this because we're obsessed with it not being here. Well, that's fine. That's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to access it. And you've got to go through this 3-stage process so you can access it not just once, but all the time. Now, let me back this up with some evidence. Have a look at these great ball strikers on their follow-through position. Let's start with current day. We've got Viktor Hovland, great Ryder Cup. We've got John Ram, exactly the same position. Have a look at that right wrist and left wrist on that follow-through. We've even got then Adam Scott. And then if we go back to some of the greatest ball strikers of all time, Ben Hogan did this, Jack Nicklaus. They were all in what we're looking at, the left wrist a little bit cupped, right wrist over, fully releasing the club. Now again, this is what I'm going to show you to get out of this early release or shoving it forward like this. We're going to get you to be here. Look how I unload the golf club with shaft lean and then I release it through. My butt end of my club, and this is a great reference, is pointing to target there, and look at my wrists. You've been told that's wrong. It's not. Listen to this noise before we get into this. This is what you're going to be able to get. Speed. Okay, 3 stages, follow these simply. I'm going to walk you through these stages like if you came to an actual lesson with me, because that way it sticks, okay? We don't want to rush through this, so please make sure you dial in each stage if you want this to last in your swing. So the first stage, you can actually start implementing this at home right now. Palms, okay? Just put your palms together. Really just watch closely what I do with my palms, okay? I'm going to really do this slowly so you can see it. We'll go close in and then we'll move a little bit out. But look, I move my palms back. This is then my shaft lean. Look at the angle of my palms. And then I'm releasing it over all the way to this follow-through position. And you know what? This is going to, look at the flow you get. This is the flow. This is what we're trying to do. And what I'd really recommend is doing 8 to 12 reps really slowly, just back, through. There's your shaft lean. Move it over and finish it. That is exactly what I'm trying to get you to do. Because all of us are stood here going, either release it early or drag, drag, drag. Okay, if I keep dragging and pushing towards target, something's got to give. Chicken wing. We don't want that. You've been trying to get out of that and you think that's getting you out of it. So one more rep here before we move on to stage 2. Just look how I'm not static in the body. I'm keeping this moving. And that's really important too, to be fair. Here we go. Watch. Back. Shaft lean. Round. Back. Shaft lean. Round. So really feel that it's stage 1. Again, have a look at this slow-mo on the screen. Really compare this to what you're doing in your golf swing and think, I need that shaft lean, I need that release, I need that whip. I absolutely love this drill, the push drill. Now, when I show my clients this, all of them absolutely go, you know what, Alex, boom, I get it. And we all love a bit of positive feedback, right, when we're trying to learn something. So the push drill is really, I find that like 90% of us learn visually. So let's go with what are we trying to achieve? Really have a look at this follow through. We're trying to get there, aren't we? Look at the butt end of my club pointing to target. That's what we're really trying to achieve. That's that, isn't it? my wrists are there just by getting the butt end of that club to target. And that's that follow through. It's not this. So I get loads of people to do this push drill. Straight away they go like this. Because they're trying to keep that idea of that forward shaft lean this way. Lose that idea now, please, to me, that you've got to hold the angle. The whole idea of the wrist is to unload it and release it through. So the idea of the push drill is dead simple. I want you to start from a standing start, have a go with no ball to start with, but we're going to push and get the butt end of the club to target. Now just look how the golf club worked on an arc there. You can visually see how much faster, how much more free my swing is. Then when you're feeling a little bit more confident, get the ball and just really watch this. I'm going to push this through. Look at my butt end of the club is. And again, look at my wrists. That is what I'm trying to get you to do. So really easy, stage 2, the push drill is trying to start here, get that follow through, butt end of the club to target. Now again, think of this, look at all the top players, remind yourself of those positions. We're not holding this angle, that's what us holding it is. We're trying to get that release to happen just like this, to get us here. That's not flipping, like I say, lose that out of your mind. All the top players you can see on the screen here, Jack Nicklaus, Ben Hogan, all of them used to do this, and even the best players right now as well in Viktor Hovland. Okay, the final one is we're hitting some shots away, and I'm going to show it you from here. Not where it's going, because I want to show you the quality of what you're going to be able to achieve in your swing. So dead easy, I'm going to swing through, get my butt of the club to work here, swing back, hit the ball. So this is the flow I want you to have. Again, we're going to swing through, butt of the club back, back, and through. That's the idea, one away. And I've got this ball on a slight T-peg here, just to give me a little bit of help. I'm learning, so I'm not going to get it perfect every time. But I'm trying to implement those feelings from 1 and 2 into a realistic feel. Back, through, through. Again, really getting that idea of allowing that club to pass my body like if I was here and unloading through. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell because I want to help you play your best golf.